Good morning, first grade. Say hello to my assistant, Mia. She's always bugging me when I'm on the computer. She always wants to sit on my lap and just be pet. She's a bad girl. No, she's not. She's just a sweet old lady who just wants to cuddle. But we've got science to do. So, Mia, you're going to have to just lay on my lap for a little bit, okay? Okay. All right, we're on page 66 today in our books. Hope your Friday is going well, or whatever day you happen to be watching this. Why is it taking me so long to get to the page? I wish I could be like you guys and be like, I turned right to the page. All right? Right? It's always fun. Okay, so here we are. We are on page 66, and we are going to talk about all of those important plant parts. So, first, we are going to start out with the roots, the stems, and the leaves. Some of the most important parts. I mean, really, all parts are important because all parts are necessary. But these ones are particularly important, and you will find out. So, many plants have roots. Roots hold the plant in the ground. Roots take in water, right? The roots soak up the water that goes into the soil when you water them. Additionally, roots can also take in minerals from the soil, which would help it to grow, right? So those are the nutrients that we talk about when we talk about how plants need nutrients to grow. And one thing that I recently learned was that actually leaves, right, we're going to skip a little bit. It says the leaf makes the food for the plant. So the leaf will make the food, and then it will actually send some of that food into the roots to store for later. So the plant needs energy to grow, just like we need energy to do all of the things that we do. That's why we kind of eat throughout the day, right? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and maybe a couple of snacks thrown in there. And so plants, because they might not always be getting those essential things that they need to make food, right? Like sunlight, water, and air, right? So sometimes maybe it's like a cloudy day. Maybe it's it's been really dry for a while. Someone forgot to water their plants, right? So they can use that food that's stored inside of the roots and send it back up into the plant to continue to grow. Pretty neat, huh? That was something that I recently learned. Many plants have leaves and stems too. And the stem takes water from the roots to other parts of the plant. The stem also has another really important job of supporting the plant, right? So the roots help keep the plant in the ground. So think about a tree. I know this is a watermelon, but let's think about a tree for a second, right? So a tree has those roots spreading in and down into the ground to help it stand up, right? And then the stem or the trunk of the tree and the branches help to support the tree, to help keep it strong and upright. And then those branches, again, they help keep it strong. And then when they do eventually get fruit on them, they help to support the weight of that fruit too, right? So some branches will droop down a little bit when they've got heavier fruit, depending on what kind of, fruiting tree we've got going on. But, right, so that's another thing that the stems do. And then again, the leaves make the food for the plant, the whole plant, right? So they absorb that sunlight and they turn it into the delicious sugar for the plant to continue to grow off of. So here we've got the roots of the watermelon, the stem, right? So that's that vine that the watermelons are growing on, the flower, right? That the bees and the butterflies and the hummingbirds and all the other guys, the pollinators come to pollinate, right? So this giant watermelon starts out as a teeny tiny flower, if you can believe it. It's crazy. And then eventually we open it up and eat it. All right. Am I missing anything? No, that's it. Okay, cool. Flowers and fruit. Now we'll get to that. I jumped the gun on that. All right, so many plants have flowers. Seeds come from flowers. Fruits come from flowers too. Fruits have seeds. So it says, circle the parts of the rose where the seeds come from. So where are the seeds growing? We just read. If we go back, it says, seeds come from flowers. So we're going to be circling the flowers of the rose. And then it says, draw a line from the word, down here, to the plant part on the rose. So we've got this whole rose plant. Where would the roots be? So this first word is roots. Move it up right to there, right? And then we've got the stem, right? So the stem is kind of hidden in this one, right? Because the stem has got a lot of leaves on it, right? Which leaves us to the last one, right? We can see all those beautiful green leaves. And then the flower, we've already circled the flower because that's where the seed comes from, right? And then last part says, grow a plant. Get a cup of dirt and put a few seeds in it. Put the cup in a warm and sunny area and water the seeds every day. Tell others what parts of your plant are growing. And this is where I'm going to take you on yet another field trip. Are you guys ready? So I didn't necessarily have this lightning lab in mind when I was doing this. I was just thinking that was something I wanted to do. But anyway, Mia, you can't come with me. I'm going to have two hands to hold the computer. Okay, so going on a tour. So I have actually planted some seeds in a special garden box that Mr. Wheaton built for me. And we have got some sprouts. They're pretty little, so don't be too impressed. So anyway, we're coming out here into the yard. Okay. To see what we've got going on. Ooh, I just stepped on a stick. That was loud. All right, so we've got a couple of different plants here. Let's see if you can see. Ouch. All right, so right here, I've got some pea plants, and you can see, whoops. So we've definitely got roots under there, but we can't see them. So this is the stem of my plant, and here we've got some leaves. All right, so the nice big leaves. And then back here we've got cucumbers. You can see the stem a lot easier on the cucumber. And that one only has 2 leaves, whereas my pea plants, they have a lot. And then over here, I'm most excited about these. They look so small on the screen. These are going to be pumpkins, right? So we've got these leaves. So these are the seedling leaves. And the seedling leaves, those first 2 leaves that come out, are actually a different shape usually than the mature leaves. So you can tell this leaf is a lot different, and it's actually going to be kind of fuzzy. You can feel it. Well, you can't. I can. But it's kind of cool to watch how things grow. So anyway, that's my little tour for the day. And that's it for Science Day. Oh gosh, I'm not supposed to touch my face. I will see you guys later. Bye.